What's up, Ocean? You got Matt here, coach of your Montreal Milotics, bringing you our Week 6 battle for the GDL. Today, we are facing off against my girl, Olivia-Sama, and her New England Snow Cloaks. This is the first time we're playing in quite a while, actually, and I'm really excited for it. She is 4-1, we are also 4-1, and honestly, I cannot believe that her team is 4-1 because she came into the season, into the draft thinking, okay, I wanted her Shifu, just one of the two, because I wanted for thumbnails. Both of them got taken top 4. So she had to go with a different route, and because of that she said, I'm going to go ahead and grab ZARUDE, which, I mean, for a thumbnail mon, you think it'd be cool, but she hasn't used it for a thumbnail yet. The rest of her team, though, is still very scary, even though it is mostly meant to be for thumbnails, and she is playing with it extremely well. Honestly, just like us, I feel like we both should be 5-0, and this should be a battle of the undefeateds, but it isn't. We are still 2 teams in the league that are sitting with only 1 loss. I believe there are 3 or 4 of us that are only with 1 loss, which is crazy. Actually, this week and next week, we play against 2 teams that are currently sitting at 4-0, or 4-1, excuse me, and the rest of the time down, the last 3 weeks of the season, everyone else combines for like 4 wins for the next 3 weeks. So ideally, if we get around these 2 games, we should have a pretty easy time clinching our playoff spot early on. Ideally, with 1 or 2 more wins, we get it done, which is going to be absolutely amazing. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the team builder. But as always, there's a timestamp on the screen where you can skip to the battle. And of course, guys, if you have not already, make sure to like the video if you guys enjoy fun, informative, educational Pokemon content for the competitive scene, as well as if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. I'm putting out multiple videos a week that I'm sure you guys would absolutely love. I'm in 4 leagues right now, so let's go ahead and jump into it. Looking at her roster, the big threats on her team, Shell Smashing Blastoise is very scary to deal with, even though I have a couple of really good special walls. I handle it pretty decently, but it can really take a huge chunk out of my team. Alakazam with a Focus Sash is a problem because it guaranteed takes 2 hits no matter what. Haxorus is fast at base 97 speed tying ZARUDE, very strong with Mold Breaker, so it can actually get around the Sturdy on my Crustle. It also has a nerve to potentially get rid of a Kebia Berry or a Babiri Berry on my Sylveon. The Marowak is absolutely terrifying because if it comes in on something like, I don't know, my Corviknight, I don't have a dark move on it this week, so I can't just fire off a max darkness and just nuke it. Even then, it could be a roll because I'm not running super offensive this week. It also has Poltergeist now, which is fantastic, and because of that, I debated running no item on my Slowbro, but I actually decided to go with an item, and you'll see that in a bit. The Hitmontop is scary because it's a pretty decent wall to my Urshifu if it's not running a band set, because if it's not, an Intimidate, so a -1 Wicked Blow from Urshifu to Hitmontop does like 25%, which is nothing. And again, it doesn't have any recovery, but still it's a big problem because it can fire back at close combat to hit me super effectively. Steelix is there for rocks. Steelix has been the MVP of her team, honestly. If you've seen her battle, Steelix has been putting in the absolute most work. It's been incredible. Scyther is a mon that I really want to use, but didn't fall to me, which is unfortunate, but it's still a very scary mon. 105 speed, U-turn, dual wing beat, Swords Dance, Technician, like very, very powerful. Then you got Type Null, which honestly takes hits for days. It honestly pretty much 1v1 to Cinderace, kind of. And the only downside to it is that its best normal move, other than like Double Edge or something, is Facade. Charger Bug is there mostly for the meme, but it does get webs. It is a very, very bulky thing, and it can actually kind of decently check a non-banded Urshifu pretty well. And then Hatterene, I've used it in the past. Liv and I actually did a video on GMAX Hatterene where we explained the strengths and weaknesses of the Pokemon, what we would use if we could use items or not. It's a very scary mon. It just is. The good news is our Corviknight can actually outspeed it, fire off a max Steel Spike, and do a huge amount of damage to it. We can take a max Flare from it, even if it's modest max attack, and we can really just 2 KO it with that max Steel Spike. But anyways, let's go ahead and jump into our first mon, which is going to be our Urshifu, of course. We're running Wicked Blow, Sucker Punch, Close Combat, and U-Turn with the Choice Band. Originally, I was running Choice Scarf and I had Iron Head over Sucker Punch, but there's absolutely no reason to run Iron Head when Wicked Blow does more damage to the Hatterene, which I wasn't even positive, but because it's a critical hit, it actually does more. So make sure you take a look at your calcs, boys and girls. You got to make sure that you're looking and figuring out exactly what does more and when and why. We're running Band this week. Originally, I was running this Choice Scarf. The reason why I was running the Choice Scarf is because I want to outspeed something like the Alakazam, something like the Scyther, something like the ZARUDE, fire off U-turn, because U-turn hits 2 of them super effectively, bring 1 down to Sash, the other one killing it for sure with ZARUDE, and we can then go into a notable threat after that. We can come in on a Hitmontop, and then we can just U-turn out, go into something like our Sylveon, and really start putting in damage. But Band still does so much damage. If she goes into her Hitmontop and it's max defense, max HP, intimidates, we're still doing like 35 to 42 with Wicked Blow, which is absolutely phenomenal. So if we can chip that thing down, we can 3 KO it pretty easily. And the good news is Hitmontop, if it's got that much investment, it's going to not be able to have as much attack investment, meaning we'll be able to live the hit, the close combat it'll go for most likely, and then fire off an extreme hit, which is amazing. Looking at the rest of her team though, like what's going to come in and take a dark attack? Really, her dark resists are her ZARUDE and her Hitmontop. That's it. So Banded Wicked Blow is fantastic. You see I actually put plus on both, that's my bad. It should be we're Jolly Nature this week, not Adamant, not Jolly, it's my bad. But this says very strong. U-turn is there mostly for momentum. Wicked Blow can be clicked pretty much entirely, and then close combat hits her team very, very solidly. I just can't click it when the Marowak's around because that thing comes in, gets a free Poltergeist, a free Flare Blitz, a free Shadow Bone against me. It's terrifying. But our next mon is going to be our Slowbro here with Scald, Shadow Ball, Teleport, Slack Off, and the Kasib Berry. Kasib Berry is the Ghost Reduction Berry. This lets me take hits from the Marowak. If she's only running a Mono Poltergeist, I'm cool with that. I'm happy with that. Honestly, if this is where the conundrum happens, because she can easily just run Flare Blitz, Flame Charge, Shadow Bone, and Poltergeist and be very, very happy because that coverage really destroys my entire roster. The good news is that she's going to probably go for Poltergeist against me, which is fine. And if she goes for Poltergeist, then I'll take the hit pretty easily. I would live a Flare Blitz, and she would not appreciate a Scald at all. So I can then double out into Urshifu and then fire off a Wicked Blow, which is going to do a huge chunk of damage to it. So I'm cool with that, but the only thing is, if she predicts it and goes for Flare Blitz, I lose like 95 or even could drop with my Urshifu, which is absolutely terrifying. So we have to play it very carefully, and I really want to make sure we don't misplay around it because it is a very scary thing to deal with. The good news is if she makes a prediction and goes for Shadow Bone on something, be thinking my Slowbro doesn't have an item anymore, then it really changes a lot in the matchup. We can get a free piece of momentum. It does so little damage compared to Poltergeist, and it doesn't give you the information of what item I'm running. So we have to make sure we're aware of that. We also take a +2 Life Orb Shadow Ball from the Alakazam after Stealth Rocks, which is absolutely huge to have because the Alakazam is a big threat. Now I can fire off a Shadow Ball against it. That's amazing. Originally I had Body Press, but running Teleport is very useful because it allows me to get to something like my Sylveon a little bit later, and you're going to see why I care so much about the Sylveon because it's a really, really good Pokemon this matchup. I like this set a lot, and I'm hoping that I can put in work for us. So moving on, we have our Corviknight here, Iron Head, Brave Bird, Body Press, and Roost. Ideally, we can run U-turn as well. I definitely have 4 move slots in this week. Iron Head is there for the Hatterene, Brave Bird is there for something like the ZARUDE, the Scyther helps me get rid of webs. If Liv tries to bring with a Charger Block, helps me get rid of Stealth Rocks and Spikes. So I definitely felt like this would be my best option. And then Body Press is there because one, it hits the ZARUDE, it hits the type Null for great damage, but it also lets me boost up my physical attack when I'm Gigantamax, and I can definitely feel like that's a bit more important than having U-turn, especially because we really want to have this thing break her team, and they can do that effectively, especially if we get the Body Presses up. Late game, if we just set up a Body Press or 2 while we're in GMAX, we're at +2 attack, we don't need to just click moves. We just have Brave Bird and Iron Head, we run through our whole team. So I'm very confident in this set. I'm hoping that I can put in a lot of work. The biggest reason why we do have the Body Press though is because we are a pseudo, well not pseudo check, but a check to a Steelix. If it's running Curse, that's a problem. If it's running Iron Defense, that's a problem. The good news is we have Slowbro in the back, which has Skull, which is going to do huge amount of damage to it. So I don't think that Steelix is necessarily the best bring. We have the Roserade and we have the Slowbro. We also have a Palossand, which is hitting on the special side. We have Mystical Fire on the Sylveon. We have Charizard with Flamethrower, and like it's got really good special attack at 109. So I definitely feel like if she's running a curse set that's in our best interest, I feel like that'd be fine with me. I may have to sack off something, but at the end of the day, I feel like in order to get it to the point where Corviknight can win, because Corviknight has a lot on its plate this week, it checks a lot, so we have to make sure that those things are weakened down. With our speed, we have speed for Adamant, Alolan, Marowak. We take 2 Timid Life Orb Shockwaves from Alakazam, or 1 Timid Life Orb Zap Cannon. And it takes on, like I said, a huge chunk of our team. The big things we take hits from, we pretty easily take hits from Haxorus. Yes, it has close combat, and if it's Life Orb, it's going to do a huge chunk of damage to us, but it's not going to 2 KOS. ZARUDE, easily taking hits from, if it's banded especially. Hitmontop, best thing can go for is like close combat or Technician boosted triple axle. But even then, because we have Mirror Armor, she's going to lose 1 stage in her attack, and then because of that, we can just fire off a Brave Bird, fire off a Max Fighting with Max Knuckle, and then boost our attack. We wall the Scyther decently, as long as it doesn't get to like +3, we should be able to take it pretty easily, and then the Steelix as well. So it's a very, very good mon in this matchup. Moving on, we have our Roserade here with Giga Drain, Sludge Bomb, Shadow Ball, and Spikes. Spikes is kind of like the odd move out. I really want to make sure that I could have a good 4th option. Really wasn't sure what I wanted to be, but Spikes does get the job done for us. With this moveset, we hit everything on our team for really solid damage. We hit the Alakazam, the Marowak, the Hatterene with the Shadow Ball. We also hit the Hatterene with the Sludge Bomb too. The big thing is her team really doesn't appreciate the dual stabs of the Roserade. This Pokemon is kind of here to pseudo check / revenge kill Alakazam and Hatterene. With our Payapa Berry, we actually take hits from them. We can take one hit, but because we outspeed one of them, the Hatterene, and because the Alakazam, it does outspeed us, but it's very frail, and the big thing is we want to break its sash. If we can do that, we're going to be in a really good spot, and Roserade can accomplish both of those things. We have speed for the Blastoise with speed for Scarf Raichu, while it's at +2 from Shell Smash, so I don't think Liv is going to put any EVs in for anything else. I think the best thing she's going to do is run speed for the Blastoise, or for the Raichu, if it's Scarf, just as a backup, like, you know, just in case. That way, if she's running that, she has to run Timid, and she might think, okay, I'm running Scarf Raichu as a way to check Modest Blastoise, which is definitely possible. Looking at her team, Electric and Water coverage kind of go in, except for the Zarude. Even then, we have pretty decent counterplay to the Zarude, so I feel like we're going to be in a good spot if we were to bring that set. But at the end of the day, that's what we have speed for on our Roserade. With our spread, we take a modest +2 Ice Beam from the Blastoise. So if she is the Shell Smashing set and she decides to go for Shell Smash on the switch, and then I go into this thing, I can then take the modest Ice Beam, especially if there's no Rocks up, no Spikes up, no nothing. With our, I'm going to fire off back an Ice Beam, not Ice Beam, but a Giga Drain, which can do huge chunks of damage to her, which I would definitely take because it can really wear down her team very effectively. With our Payapa Berry, we take a modest Max Psychic or Psyshock from the Hatterene. Or a Max Flare. We take that without the Payapa Berry, which is fantastic. That's without Sun. We also take a Psyshock from Hatterene in base, and we also take a modest Life Orb, Psyshock, or Psychic from the Alakazam, and we can fire back a Shadow Ball or a Sludge Bomb and do huge chunks of damage to it. Spikes is just a necessity, not a necessity, but it's like it's a luxury. If I can get them up, amazing. If I can't, so be it. We move on to the next one, and the next one is going to be our Sylveon here. This Pokemon has huge potential this week. With Hyper Voice, Mystical Fire, Calm Mind, and Substitute, we really do a number on her team. Our speed is for 12 speed Hitmontop, just in case she's running that much speed. That way it has to go for like a Bullet Punch against me. I don't really see my need to have any other speed. I just want to make sure I had something that can also outspeed the Marowak. Potentially, I don't think she's going to run max speed on the Marowak. I don't think there's any reason. If she is, she's going to run speed to creep my Sylveon maybe. But with this set, our sub is actually not broken by a no attack type Null's Facade. We set up a sub on a lot of things, and the good news is, if she's running like Mystical Fire and Draining Kiss as her only two attacking moves on the Hatterene, let's say she's running Mystical Fire, Draining Kiss, let me think, Calm Mind, and Trick Room, then we actually can set up on that pretty freely with our Substitute, and we can just Calm Mind up freely. And the best part about it is, because we have Mystical Fire, she can boost her special attack all she wants, her special defense all she wants. But we're going to be boosting our special defense as well with Calm Mind. We're going to be lowering her special attack with Mystical Fire. She'll always be doing the same amount of damage to me, and she doesn't have recovery outside of Draining Kiss, which again is not going to do anything because we have a lot higher special defense than she'll have, and she'll have very low special attack. And when it's in max, she'll have max Smite, which will confuse me, of course, and I found out that actually goes behind sub, which really sucks. But this set is very strong nonetheless. We hit her team for incredible damage. The only thing we don't hit very well is the Marowak, but even then, I feel fine dealing with the Marowak. I think Marowak has to come in and break things. I don't think it can sweep effectively against me. And at the end of the day, if I get to +1 and we fire off a Hyper Voice, that's pixelate boosted. Sylveon's got 110 attack, or special attack, so we can really do a huge number on our team with this set, and it can be a last-ditch check to the Marowak. I'm pretty sure we should take a Poltergeist with our spread, which is amazing. I just gotta double check that as well. But yeah, our Sylveon is very strong. We also take a Life Orb, Adamant Iron Head from the Haxorus, which is very important to note, just in case she's running that, and I can fire off a Hyper Voice to do a huge amount of damage to it. And then our final mon is going to be our Charizard this week. And no, it is not sub Salic Belly Drum Charizard. I did not do it just to spite Liv, but I did do it because this set is very strong. Air Slash, Flamethrower, Scorching Sands, and Roost. The reason I have Scorching Sand there is because it doesn't fit on my little box there, which sucks, but it is what it is. I find that this set is very good. I would love to have Solar Beam. Originally, my plan was to run Solar Beam over Roost and a Power Herb as my item, but this set does a little bit better. If she does not bring the Blastoise, this set destroys her team. We have Blaze, so if we get chipped down to Blaze range, we can actually do a huge number on our team. We outspeed everything except for the Alakazam, the Zarude, and the Scyther. The Scyther doesn't want to stay on us because we can fire off a Flamethrower and do huge damage to it. We take any Alakazam hit, Zarude, we take any Zarude hit, fire back a Flamethrower, destroy that thing, fire off an Air Slash or a Flamethrower against the Alakazam, really wear it down. I find with speed for Haxorus, we outspeed everything. We hit things super hard, Scorching Sands is there for the Marowak, doing 75% to it if it's max HP, max defense. Obviously, it'll go for a Poltergeist and destroy us. If it goes for a Shadow Bone, that's not going to be the end of the world. We actually live that hit, and we can fire off Scorching Sand to get the KO, which is amazing. Now, obviously, we do have Roost for longevity. I definitely find that we're not going to be clicking Roost very often. It's just a backup. Maybe she's got Hitmontop that she wants as a check to it, and that all it has is like close combat and ice and triple axle or something. I can kind of roost up a bit on that, get some HP back. Might be kind of useful, especially if she goes for Icicle Spear, triple axle, excuse me. That would then make it so instead of being a neutral hit, it's a not very effective hit. So yeah, Steelix might be effective if she's not running a rock move. So yeah, I definitely feel like we can roost about a couple things, but the big thing is this is meant to come in, break things. The only issue with this set is the Type Null. Type Null is the big problem here, because if Type Null comes in, we only do like 25% to it with Flamethrower, with Life Orb boost, of course, and it's not enough. But the good news is we have our Sylveon, we have our Corviknight, we have our Slowbro, which can kind of come in, get momentum around it into our threat, like our Urshifu, like our Sylveon, and just go from there. I definitely feel like if the Type Null is coming, it's running Thunder Wave. So my first inclination would be to go into my Slowbro. It is slow, of course, that is a problem, but I can teleport out and get that free switch into the Sylveon and then just go from there. So I'm kind of hoping that that can work out in our favor. But that is our team for this battle. A bit of a longer team builder. I appreciate you guys for sticking around. It is live. I want to make sure that we have a really good game. We're actually thinking about hopping and call for it, but we decided we're going to do it for a league that doesn't require us to like win 1 or 2 more games to lock ourselves into playoffs. So we're going to do that another time. But yeah, thanks for watching Team Builder. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you guys did enjoy it, if you guys learned something new, and I'll see you guys in a second with the battle. All right, everyone, we are back. Looking at the team that Liv brought, I'm a little bit surprised that there is no Alakazam. But, I mean, looking at this, I think every single Mon has not made the thumbnail, except for Hatterene and Blastoise, so I'm not surprised. Yeah, so looking at this, she brought the Hatterene and the Charger Bug, which actually has a surprisingly good matchup here. She brought the ZARUDE, so we get to see that. Maybe I could use a thumbnail for it. Alola Marowak, which is very scary, Blastoise, and the Scyther. Looking at this, potential leads, maybe ZARUDE, maybe Scyther. The fact that there's no Charizard is fantastic for me. Sorry, no Alakazam is fantastic for me. So I'm going to lead off with the Charizard here. I think that's a pretty solid lead on my end. I can really break her team efficiently. So let's go ahead and do that. All right. Let us see. Okay. Have fun to live. First time we're playing in a long time. I'm going to try and lower the volume on this quickly, because it's a little bit loud. Alright. And now we can exit that out. Beautiful. So we have the obligatory black screen of land mode. Alright. So she leads off with Charger Bug. Okay. So she's not going to appreciate a hit. We can just do tons of damage to this thing. She might want to go for her webs, which would be fine. I think an Air Slash would be a pretty effective play here. So I'm going to do that. I can get the chance to flinch, and if I flinch her, then there's no webs up. We'll see if she nuzzles as well. That's definitely a possibility. But she might be afraid of my sub Belly Drum set here. I know, because I told her, hey, sub Belly Drum goes in. Not against her, of course, but, you know, we shall see. We'll see what this thing wants to do. I'm not too worried about it getting up webs because I have Wind Rage on my Corviknight as she goes into Tonchan, which is the Blastoise. So I'm cool with that. As we can fire off an Air Slash here. We're going to do a clean chunk of damage. Oh, baby. That's what I like to see. Okay, let's take a look at Blastoise. Julia's just looking at me like, what the hell are you doing? Okay, with no defense investments, with no HP, it's a roll. Without leftovers, it's a 62% chance to KO. She's at about 50%. I'll say 50% on the dot. Still 62% chance. Question is, do I go for it? I think I can keep it around. I think I can afford to keep it around. So I'm going to go hard into the Roserade on the incoming water move. And we shall see. Because based on this, she has to have no investment in HP. None. So we'll see if she's going to go for a water move. Let's see if she goes for a Shell Smash. Actually, Shell Smashes, which is fine with me. Because again, we take any hit. And we'll be able to get back all of our energy. And is she White Herb? She is White Herb. So I have a free Giga Drain here. There was no reason for me to go for the attack with my Charizard. Ice Beam comes out. We guarantee live this hit. Nice. Oh, come on. Oh my god. Really? She 10%. 10%. I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. I don't know what to do. Let me take a look at something. Okay. Slowbro. Max special attack. Say modest. Because that was definitely modest damage. +2 Dark Pulse. That is a chance to Oko me. That's so unfortunate. I had to sack this thing off. And that means it makes it so much harder. That makes it so much harder for me to beat. Oh my god. It makes it so much harder for me to beat Charger Bug, honestly. I honestly, like, why am I not surprised? Let's be real, why am I not surprised? So Rose Raid goes down. She's got Hydro Pump. And where is Sylveon? Sylveon can eat the Hydro Pump, but do I want it to? Could so Corviknight. Corviknight can eat the Hydro Pump, but again, do I want it to? That is so dumb. Oh. I think I have to go Slowbro here. I think I have to risk the Slowbro. Because I just have to. I have to. You know, Flame Body Burn. Like, I'm just not surprised. Oh my god, what was I thinking? I have nothing to hit this thing with. I'm playing on such tilt. I'm so tilted. And she does have the Dark Pulse. Didn't even matter. She got the KO anyways. It's unbelievable. That's unbelievable. I have the Gigantamax here. I want to max Knuckle, but she revealed all 4 of her moves. Come on. Oh my god. Like, I don't even know what to say because I'm just put into such a shitty position all the time because I keep getting hacked, I keep getting frozen. I put myself in an amazing position there. I prepped for modest Blastoise and I end up getting screwed over on a freeze. Like, I was thinking it's gonna happen too. Like, are you kidding? Turn 2. Like, at least we get the KO finally on this thing, but we lose 2 of our walls in the process. Like, I don't even know what to say. What am I supposed to do when I, like... What am I supposed to do? We'll see what she goes into. Is that Marowak? That is Marowak. The question is, do I take this hit while I'm at +1 defense? So let's go Marowak, Alola, offensive Wall Breaker. Again, if it's Adamant, I outspeed. Your Dynamax, Flare Blitz does 72 to 85. Let's see if I'm neutral. From a +1, it does 222 most. So we take that hit. We'll take that hit. So I think my play is to Steel Spike and then Wind Rage. So I'm going to Steel Spike first. I can get the most amount of damage off on it as possible. And we'll go from there, I guess. That does jack shit, of course. You know, being forced to Gigantamax this early was Flame Charge. Nice. Of course. Let's go for Wind Rage. Does she have Flare Blitz? Again, I thought Poltergeist, Shadow Bone, Flare Blitz, Flame Charge was a really good bring against me. Flame Charge again. So we take this hit as well. Now we Wind Rage as there's explosions going on outside my house. That is nothing. We literally just lost this game because we got frozen on turn 3. I'm so upset. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm going to... I don't know if I should sack this off yet. Like, I can come in on the Charger Bug. I don't know what I just have to... I have to sack it off. I have to sack it off. Like, I got put so far behind because... I don't think you guys understand how bad the HAX has been against me lately. I've maybe in the past 10 games I've played, 7 of them I've lost just because of HAX. This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable. Like, I don't even know what to say because there's like, this is not a fair game. Just that freeze put me back so far. Insane. Insane. Let's go for Banded Wicked Blow. So at least we get rid of the Marowak. I don't even know what to say. Scyther can come in and get a kill. Zarude comes in and gets a kill. I can't believe it. Like, I try to have energy for these games. It's just, I'm so tired of this now. I'm just so tired. We'll see if she's Jolly or Adamant. If she's Adamant, we'll outspeed. If she's Jolly, she'll kill us right here. No reason for her not to be Jolly, though. Oh, she's Jolly, I guess. Or Adamant, I guess. Oh my god, so close. Dual Wing Beat, so she has to KO. So again, one more kill for her Shiva. It's his 3rd game in a row where it dies. You know, the good news is we still have a small chance to pull this back. A very small chance. I'm just so surprised. It's Flamethrower here. So Charizard gets a kill against Scyther. Managed to pull it back to 3-2. I definitely thought it was going to end up being like a 5-0 after that 3rd turn there. Liv is playing very aggressive. Very aggressive. Like, no switches. That one switch, yeah, but then she goes for... I don't know. Ugh. Here comes Zarude. Let's fire off a Flamethrower. Hopefully, it's going to be Adamatured as well. Just like the Scyther is. As she is not. So we're going to lose our Charizard here. And it's Sylveon against the world. Do we reveal Life Orb? No Life Orb gets revealed. Where is Charizard? Where is Charizard? There it is. Come on now, Sylveon. I guess we fire off the Hyper Voice here. Okay, she's given us a chance, actually. Right here, we've gotten a chance. Okay, we have a real chance here. Oh my god. Liv just gave us a shot. Sub? We have a real shot to bring this game back now with SYLVEON, because this thing can't break my sub. Nice. That's amazing. Okay. Okay. We still got a shot here. I hit Calm Mind. Charge a Bug. 050. Skitter Smack. Skitter Smack does nothing to me. Skitter Smack does 5 to 6%. Thunderbolt. Does this break my sub? It does not. Oh my god. SYLVEON. Sub, Calm Mind, SYLVEON is about to put the team on her back. I'm in shock right now. I am absolutely in shock. What is happening? We're at +2 special attack, +2 special defense. Thunderbolt comes out again. And I can pretty freely go for another... I can go for another sub here. There's no reason for me not to. This is unbelievable. Let's sub up again. +2 special attack, +2 special defense. I think she's gonna switch out here into the ZARUDE. No, that's the HATTERENE. So here's the only problem. We lose if we get Hidden Confusion multiple times. I think my player is gonna be the Mystical Fire. I'm just gonna keep lowering her special attack. I'm absolutely beyond shocked. Gigantamaxes. Here's where the smites can happen. If she's got no special attack investment, she doesn't break our sub. Max special attack, only Mindstorm breaks our sub. Yeah. Even then, Mindstorm won't break our sub now because of the special attack drop. Smite. Okay. Yeah, see, that's the problem. We get confused still. We still get confused through it, which is nuts. We need to get luckier with some confusions. Let's go for another Mystical Fire. Come on, breakthrough, baby, breakthrough. Nice. Okay, that's another one. It's at -2 now. Another smite. Oh my god. I'm so incredibly, I'm just freaking out right now. This might be possible. This might actually be happening here. Substitute again. Breakthrough. One more. Come on, one more. Amazing. And our sub's gonna stay alive this hit. Phantasm, we're gonna take this. Do the effects of Phantasm go through sub? It does. It's physical defense. Okay, that's not good. Physical defense is not good at all. So that's Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball did 10% to me at most, so she's modest. She's no longer Gigantamaxed. I think I fire off the Hyper Voice here because that'll get the KO. At +2, we'll get the KO. We just got Breakthrough. We break through again. Amazing. That's 3 in a row. Oh my god. Sylveon, first KO. We neutralized the Hatterene. That was perfect. That was perfect. Are we bringing this back? I'm freaking out. I know I'm not saying it, but I'm freaking out right now. The fact that we're going to be able to bring this back, I think all we need to do is break out once against the ZARUDE and we win. Sylveon. ZARUDE. She might be banded. We're at -1 defense now. Power Whip, I'm assuming, is the move choice. 75 to 88. Hyper Voice. Come on now. We just need to break through one last time. Just one last time. Snap out of confusion. Oh my god. Sylveon's gonna win this game for us. Are you kidding me? I cannot believe it. You know, for the past like 5 minutes plus, I've been just in utter disbelief. This set, out of all sets, put in the work. Let's Hyper Voice. I have no reason to go for a sub here. It's not going to matter. And we get the KO. Sylveon, on the back of Sylveon, we come back from a freeze, from choking away with our Slowbro, and we win the game 1-0. We advance to 5-1, and we avenge our loss from last week. Are you kidding me? I cannot believe we won that. I can't, guys. Okay, first off, GG to Liv. She's one of my best friends, my best friend in the entire community. Make sure to go and check her out because she is absolutely incredible at this game. She makes amazing thumbnails and amazing content, so please go and check her out. She's got a really awesome series coming up soon, so make sure to go and check that out. And go and follow her on Twitter as well, where she posts polls for that series as well. It's going to be a really good thing for Draft League, for the entire community. But, guys, it just... Go, first of all, oh my god, Sylveon. Sylveon! I did not want this Pokemon on my roster. I wanted Rotom Heath. Rotom Heath cannot have done what Sylveon just did. Wow. Guys, leave a like on this video for Sylveon. Sylveon deserves it. Oh my god, we won this game. Really? The only thing is now, Liv knows it's going to be an amazing set against her, so she's going to bring a set to counter it next. Whew. I can't believe it. Oh my god. Guys, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to leave a like on the video. I want to see if we can smash, let's say 30 likes, okay? We've been crushing 25 lately. Let's get to 30, all right? 30 likes on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We're already at 820 by the time I'm recording this. I wouldn't be surprised if we honestly got to the 1,000 by the end of the year. That is our goal. So make sure to share this video as well to show people why I should eat my words when I said I didn't want to draft Sylveon. This Pokemon, oh my god. Guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys all next time. All right, everyone, welcome back. Because Liv is my best friend in this entire community, I definitely had to make sure we did a post-game interview with her. So we're looking at her team right now on Showdown, and the fact that, I'm just going to say, the fact that you were Adamant Scyther instead of Jolly really changed a lot on this game.
I know. that was one of the two things that I was really upset by. The other was that I just go max attack Adamant on Marowak. In terms of prep, at least, I wanted the bulk because I didn't think I needed the attack because I thought I'd always have +2 up. But then I never set up versus Corviknight, so it didn't work.
I'm kind of surprised that you didn't go with the, like I said in my team builder, Flame Charge, Flare Blitz, Shadow Ball, and Poltergeist was going to be the best bring, I thought, and just like max attack with like a Adamant Nature or whatever. But still, that's Shadow. Yeah. Swords Dance is scary. Swords Dance is scary.
I should have got the +2 up. If I got the +2 up, I think I just flat out won with Marowak. Because I would have I was +3 speed, so I would have well, unless you had Sucker. If you had Sucker on Urshifu, but you clicked.
Punch, but
I say you clicked Wicked Blow there, so that's why thought that I just won from there. Because if I got the +2 off, then I would have guaranteed killed with Flare Blitz, and then I would have just won the game. So I'm very sad. Very sad. Jolly Scyther could have also done a lot because I would have just stayed and clicked buttons.
I definitely get why you weren't Jolly Scyther, just having that extra power, especially because with Swords Dance, if you have like +3, you're still 2 KOing GMAX, like Corviknight in its base, which is nuts.
Yeah. The other thing as well, it would have been a roll on Zard anyway, to be honest. So it wouldn't have been a huge deal because I would have had to attack that turn regardless, because if her Shifu was scarfed, I lost if I set up a Sword Stance. So I had to kind of just attack it.
Right.
But yeah, no, it was unfortunate.
Looking at it though, I think the big thing is your Scarf Zarude.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting Scarf at all. I'm just gonna point that out. I didn't even expect Zarude to come, to be honest. Its matchup felt so off to me. But I mean, looking at this, if you weren't Scarf, because you were adamant again, Zard just ripped a hole through your team. So it was a good bring.
Yeah, if I'm being honest, I actually thought this was sadly one of my better Zarude matchups all season. Probably like at least top half for what I've done so far. Maybe even just like top all season, to be completely honest. Both games done and not done. It's really sad when that was one of my best matchups for it.
One thing that I was kind of concerned about with Zarude was I had a lot of different options to take on. I felt like its grass coverage, but all of its coverage options, other than that, were really, really scary for my team to deal with. And Corviknight was so pressured by dealing with Alakazam to an extent, Haxorus to an extent, Scyther, Steelix, Type Null, Hitmontop, all these mons that Corviknight had to kind of work with. Zarude just came in and eventually, late in the game, would be able to click Scarf Power Whip and just clean me up. But I will say, I definitely got really lucky that I did not get confused once. I think the only turn that it would not have mattered if I got confused was the turn I KO'd Hatterene.
Yeah, no, it would have only mattered. Well, actually, I clicked Misty Explosion. So I think between the max, that would have actually been the turn it would have mattered the most if you got hit. Because I clicked Misty Explosion there. So even at -2 with your, actually, I don't know, because I forgot to take in your +2 to account. But
because you were -2 and I was +2.
Yeah, you were -2, I was +2. Oh my god, that does nothing. Yeah, the Max Phantasm. Okay, yeah, no, I take that back. It wouldn't have mattered at all. That does so little. I thought that would have done at least a bit more.
I'm just gonna say this set was. I'm so happy it worked out. My whole point was I'm gonna set up on Type Null or on Charge Bucks. I felt like one of them had to come, and I want to stall out your Hatterene's GMAX turns like you stalled out. I think it was Josh's with Alchemy, but
yeah,
you didn't get confused, so it really changed the outcome of that.
If anything, it would have been great to confuse you on the, well, to get you hit on the sub turn, because then at the very least I could have, I mean, I guess it wouldn't have mattered much. The game would have been the same outcome unless you hit yourself twice, because I would need you to hit in the sub turn and also the Misty Explosion turn.
Right. I think the with your, because you weren't, well, no, that's not true. You were adamant, so I think it was a roll for you to KO with Power Whip because I was -1 a defense.
Yeah, with the -1, looking at your set with the -1, oh wait, you know what? Yeah, if you didn't get the sub up, let's see. Would have done. It seems like I would have done 80% min, so might have killed. It would have been a roll though. Well, actually, after the confusion hits, I would have killed
for sure.
But it would have still. I would still need to hit. So that's another thing. Which after freezing you and getting 2 confusion hits, if I got into that position, I don't even know if I could have. So that would have been beyond lucky if that happened. If anything, it was really just karma for me freezing Roserade early on, because then you had to sack Bro, you had to sack Roserade, which would have just dealt with Blastoise anyway. You let Corviknight take chip.
I was so tilted after that. I did not have to sack Roserade or Slowbro, excuse me. I think my play was just go straight into Corviknight, click Wind Rage, and go from there.
Yeah,
but
so it was a bad roll too. It was only supposed to be like 30% chance to kill you.
Oh yeah, I need to take a look. So it's
my Blastoise. Yeah, it was literally versus your Slowbro a 31% chance to kill.
It happened, but again, I had Shadow Ball as my only attacking move. I said as soon as I went to it, I'm like, why the hell did I do this? There's no reason to do this. Like, I just sacked off my Slowbro, which would have been fantastic if you had Shadow Bone as your only way to hit it, which you did, and it is what it is. But at the end of the day, Sylveon, out of all things, came clutch. What were you creeping, by the way, with Scyther and
Porygon Z? I thought Porygon Z was really coming. I 100% was certain on it.
I actually was debating it or Charizard for a while, but Charizard reached that speed tier above Haxorus, and with a Life Orb with my 3 attacks, and I was honestly debating running Power Herb Solar Beam for the Blastoise, just ran through you.
Yeah, when I got in game, that became a lot more apparent. Oh, excuse the sirens. That became a lot more apparent when I got in game and realized that. But on matchup, I was really shocked to see Zard over Porygon-Z. So that was a bit surprising, but it made a lot more sense like when you led with it, and I was like, oh shit, I don't know counterplay to this.
Yeah, the biggest reason was the only counterplay I felt you had to it was type Null. And if you brought that, then I feel like you'd have to have Facade as your really only attack move. It'd be like Facade, Thunder Wave, some U-turn, something like that. And
it was pretty much between that and Charger Bug is my last one. Quite literally that set too. But big issue was just, at least with Charger Bug, I could get up webs, and then Marowak just needs less flame charges. Yeah, no, that was really what it came down to, I guess.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised you went for the third one, but considering you thought it could be Scarf on Urshifu, that's what you did think I was. That didn't make sense. I
thought you were Scarf, so I kind of had to. And in terms of that endgame, by the way, because I know you asked me that you don't know how you won. Basically what happened there, that wasn't... It was... Basically what happened, I thought that I could have easily just sacked Zarude and then just went to Hat, or even just sacked Charjabug and then went into Zarude. And I was gonna just stay in probably and just click Rock Slide, but then I remembered that I brought Misty Explosion on my Hatterene, and a commenter reminded me that I was supposed to do... I said I was gonna do a chant from Konosuba when I clicked Misty Explosion and do like the explosion chant from there because of my nickname, and I was like, okay. So I promised this for 2 weeks now that I brought it, and I haven't done it. The first week I forgot, the second week I never clicked it. I'm going to sack Charjabug, go hard Hatterene, click Misty Explosion, do the chant, and click Power Whip with Zarude and win. Clearly, though, I tried to show off a little too hard, and it cost me the entire game. Because I let you set up a sub on Charjabug, and then I kind of just got screwed over.
Honestly, I think even if you... I want to see the roll for Zarude, because I don't know what it was on my Sylveon. I was at neutral at this point.
If you were at neutral, Zarude was doing 53 to 63. Ooh. But Misty Explosion was also, like, even if you would have had to set up a sub that turn to have any chance at living. Well, so because Misty Explosion without... Yeah, because Misty Explosion without the boost was doing 35% min.
Wow.
Between that and Zarude, it would have done enough to where unless you set up a sub that turn, I would have been able to maybe kill. So or at least, at bare minimum, I could have stopped a sub and then just went for T-Bolt and won the game. But yeah, no, it wasn't pretty either way.
So my whole play, my whole like workaround around Hatterene was, I'm going to click Mystical Fire, turn 1, just in case you decide to go for Calm Mind, or Trick Room or whatever, and then I'm just subbing up from there. If you decide to click Trick Room, I just keep Mystical Firing. But I felt like that was my only way out of Hatterene, especially late game, because I felt I'd have to burn my GMAX early on.
Yeah, no, it was unfortunate. I should also brought Wild Charge on Charjabug, because that would have potentially broken a sub in one hit, but it is what it is. I didn't bring it because I brought T-Bolt because of Corviknight. I couldn't kill myself off quickly when I could have potentially even 1v1 Corviknight with that.
Oh yeah, I mean, when I was in a mock, Charjabug actually came to, which I was definitely surprised about, but I basically had to burn my GMAX to set up with it.
Yeah, exactly.
To go for like max body press, get to +2, +3, fire off Brave Bird's Wind Rages, and that was my only out, which is...
That was pretty much what I was worried about, which is the exact reason I brought T-Bolt over Wild Charge. But truthfully, I should also just brought Wild Charge over Toxic. I brought them mostly just for like... it was mostly just for Urshifu, and also I could Toxic stuff like the Sylveon, but clearly that didn't work out.
Yeah, no, I Rest, Sleep Talk, Discharge, and some filler move, I think it were the 4 moves that were brought against me. Oh, it was Toxic.
Yeah, I almost did Rest Talk, but I wanted webs, and I don't want to Rest Talk into webs, so I just ditched it. But I almost did that.
When you led with that, I'm thinking like, is she really gonna bring webs when I have Corviknight? Like, you know I hate bringing removal, which is fair, but Corviknight does that for me, and flying hits your team for pretty good damage outside of Steelix.
Yeah, if you didn't lead Zard, I would have done it, but I figured the Zard could have also been your removal if you really felt like it, because webs just kind of screwed your team over really badly.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, I can't risk this, so I just went for Blastoise and just was hoping that... Because I knew at the very least if I went Blastoise, you would never risk that unless you were Power Root Solar Beam. But then I saw Life Orb and I was like, okay, sweet. So Matt's switching out here because I know Matt's way too cautious and will not try and gamble with the rolls.
Oh yeah,
and it worked out.
I saw the roll. I was like, you know, it's like a 60% chance if you're no bulk, and like looking at your spread, you were no bulk, so it was a roll in my favor to get the KO. But I 5% chance to miss. I couldn't.
Yeah, I know for a fact you play way too cautious to have done that. So I went for Smash there. I was just like, even if I live and he stays in, click in Smash, I'm going to kill him next turn.
I'm thinking, like, if I had done that, I'd have to sack off something, and it would probably end up being Charizard, because I need to make sure Roserade had max HP to take the one Ice Beam.
That would have been really bad, because especially if Rose still got frozen there, you would have been so screwed over that game.
By the way, I'm really surprised that you actually went with this much speed on Blastoise. I thought you'd go with, like, enough speed to creep Scarf Raichu while you were at +2. So I said, you know what?
That was for Scarf Raichu. It was a perfect creep for that.
Oh, the creep that I had was...
Oh, wait, no, it was for Scarf Raichu creeping ZARUDE. That's what it was. And it was a perfect creep for that.
Oh, because my Roserade had 196 in speed to reach 135, because you needed 134 to be able to creep Raichu when it's scarfed.
Yeah, this was for if you were running enough speed to creep ZARUDE, you hit 259 with a Scarf Raichu, and this hits 260, so it was a perfect creep.
Okay. So I guess I creeped it wrong. Oh no, because I was timid. That's why I thought you were maybe timid. That's what I was thinking.
If I was timid, that would have been perfect creep. Because if I was timid, I wouldn't need to creep. I would have been creeping max speed Raichu, but I figured you weren't breaking max speed Raichu. I didn't even think Raichu was coming, but figured just to be safe.
Yeah, no, Raichu was like
really
it. T-Bolt and Surf was great, but the fact that I couldn't run like Hidden Power Bug or Signal Beam or something for ZARUDE made it a bit problematic.
You would have been running Focus Blast.
Which no, I'm not doing that. You know me and miss.
Yeah, and again, I knew you wouldn't have done that, so thanked on it. And it worked. All
right, well, I think this is going on for long enough. We've been talking as long as the game was, so I appreciate you coming on.
No problem. I'm gonna beat your ass in playoffs for this. I won't try and over the show off.
You know what? You actually will, because my history is I'll kick ass in regular season, and then I will lose round 1.
Yep. So I'm hoping I get the free round 1 win in playoffs.
All right. Well, you gotta help me out with my SYLVEON thumbnail, by the way. So we're gonna get to that after.
Oh, sure. I gotta do that. Fuck.
All right. Appreciate it. We'll talk later. Okay. Guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys all next time.